All right, let's get some background noise for this. Been a bit. I'm not as into it as I was. I gotta get back in the stream of things. Okay. There's some random electronic music going on in the background. Okay, I'm going to go over the new changes. I want to thank you guys all for being patient with me as we went through this change. Obviously, there was a lot of changes going on. A lot of the group left, and I did some more research while I was away, and it looks like there is a lot of people that want, across the entire Arma community, that do end up wanting a much more serious, semi-serious, but more tactically based gameplay. And so being able to balance that out with our current style has been, I guess, one of my main challenges. Having to figure out how to best balance our old casual group with our, that's annoying me, I'm gonna turn that music off. Yeah, with our existing gameplay. So, what I'm going to do is go over some of the existing, the rules that we're going to be updating, and both in game and in the server, so that we can better keep things flowing along. We're not going full on milsim where we are saying yes sir, no sir, stuff like that, but we are going to be just a lot more fluid, a lot more communication, a lot more organized, and a little bit more strict, a little more disciplined, but not to any insane degree. So, one of the first changes is going to be, let me put this up on screen. So this is some of the notes that I've made, and we'll probably be adding more. And if you guys have any more input, please let me know. So some of the new rule updates, or I guess reinstatements, are going to be no attacking team members, blue on blue, team killing, etc., player or AI. And if we want to jump down to the punishments real quick, that we're going to actually be doing. Those are going to be one warning per op, then kicked. So if you attack someone once, it's a warning. If you do it twice, you're out of the match. And if if this is like your second op and you already got a warning last time, we're going to play it by ear, but probably be pretty strict about that. So, the breaking the server rules resulted in a kick from the server. The admins and Killsmith will be at our discretion, but they can't kick anyone without my discussion. And you guys know that I'm not wanting to kick anyone unless I really have to and they're really toxic to the group. But I'm no longer having a clear line of, okay, if you break X, Y, and Z rule this many times, sometimes people just get in the server and they're toxic, and I want the ability to be able to, improve that, where if there's someone that's toxic, I can just kick them then and there. So that'll be one of the changes. But again, don't worry, it'll be discussed both with the admins and probably with people who want to be squad leaders. So we'll see. No being toxic in game or in Discord, same as before. That's one of the rules. It's up for judgment. So no porn, NSW, or any other otherwise unsettling content. That can be gore, that can be really edgy memes. Just don't nothing toxic, nothing super over the top. Um, Listen and follow what the admins and the leaders tell you to do in game and in Discord. So in game, that'll be your squad leads, fire team leads, and ground command, and high command. In Discord, those are going to be your admins. Um, so we're going to be going through and probably adding a couple more admins, rearranging that whole thing um, once we start growing a little bit more. So we can have some good, awesome, mature people helping to take this server to the next level. Okay, in-game changes, the fun stuff that most people are probably want to see what's going to be changed. So we're going to be staying in RP during the game, meaning don't be meta. So don't reference Zeus, AI, or other meta information. It cheapens the experience and ruins the immersion for everyone. So, no saying, oh, Zeus is our seeing that guy, or, you know, oh, hey, Killsmith almost got me right there. Or, oh, hey man, that thing just like teleported, the AI just got spawned in. Don't do that. It ruins the experience, especially for me when I'm in game and I hear that, it takes me from being in the fun mindset of, hey, I'm in Vietnam, shooting some NVA, and then people are like, oh yeah, the AI just spawned in and they're cheating, the accuracy is super high. Zeus needs to tweak that. I'm like, oh, okay, this is very obviously a game and one that don't really care about because you're being meta. So, um, there's going to be some exceptions to that if there's problems, hey Zeus, can you flip this car or something like that, or I got armored, that's fine. But it's the casual references that kind of ruin the experience that I want to get rid of. No posting in the vanilla armor chat when unconscious. Um, the exceptions, you can type cough, cough in direct chat if you feel there's no one around you. Um, Pretty self-explanatory. No posting in global vanilla chat unless you communicate with Zeus on meta info or problems. And on that note, no posting on side either. Um, no posting on side chat either. You shouldn't really need to. If you need to communicate via text, you can do that in group chat, and that's still, within lore on most games. I'm allowing that, so it's fine. So follow the order to those who are given to you. Don't argue. I also reference this later as don't talk back to leaders. If someone says, hey, we're going to go flank left, don't be like, I don't want to do that. That's dumb. You're stupid. There's ways to go around that and communicate. And, generally speaking, the plans are laid out beforehand and discussed. That's the time to discuss and quote unquote argue, if so needed beforehand. But in the heat of the moment, it kind of ruins the experience and it can cause people to die, which you'll need to then go down and respawn, waste 15, 20 minutes. So just don't do that. Don't go off on your own unless told to do so by a leader. I will definitely try to kill you and I'll be more obvious about it. I won't try to be cute and kill you with an AI. I will, Zeus lightning bolt you or, even kick you from the game if I see you doing it too much. Don't get in vehicles unless told to do so by a leader. Pretty self-explanatory as well. Don't pick up any weapons unless told to do so by a leader. So if you are completely out of ammo and you see an AK on the ground and we have M4s, then, say, hey, squad lead, I'm out of ammo. We're pretty far from a resupply. Can I pick this up until we go resupply? Then you can say, yes, okay, that sounds good. Or no, we're in the middle of a battle and you're half dressed like an NVA. I don't want people shooting at you, so use your pistol or take some mags from so and so. Okay, our gameplay here in KSA in the 1001st is focused on combat and not on medical, so medical settings won't be complex. I'm going to try to talk to their Zeus as well. Side ops is up to them, but for main Saturday ops, I want to keep our medical settings consistent. So, I don't honestly myself prefer spending half the time bandaging or being unconscious or respawning. So we are going to go back to the old Vietnam settings that worked really well, where you can pack or heal at base. So you'll be able to bandage in the field, but if you want any sort of permanent fixing, you will need to be helicoptered back to base for a Zeus, Zeus Sealer pack, whatever you want to call it. It's still up in the air whether it's going to be a pack or whether it's going to be Sven's healing script, but either way, it's going to be flying back to base. Second one, or next thing, please don't use second screen cheat mods like Athena. I can't really verify this on mine. I like the squad leads, but it kind of also cheapens your experience, when we're trying to, with our settings, use like a map that doesn't have GPS on it, and then you have Athena open with full access to, all the enemies on the entire map and where they are, where they're spawning in at. It's just not good. So please don't do it, but we can't, force you to. So, and the same with the next one. Don't stream snipe the Zeus. Just kind of a dick move, and it doesn't, really ruins the fun for most other people. So just don't do that. In combat, finish the fight, then apply medical to help yourself and others. Being able to, yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Generally speaking, for now, I won't probably have the same super long 30-minute, 30, 45-minute fights and firefights. I will be doing smaller ones. We'll be focusing a lot on RP and a lot on objectives that are being, not just straight up, murder everyone in this sector and then move on. It'll still be fun, and we'll still be killing lots more enemies than most other milsims, don't get me wrong. But it won't be the same wave combat. We'll be focused more on strategic tactics, fighting, flanking, assisting locals in construction, like we've done before with bridge building and stuff. Logistics, I'll be mixing it up, so we get in a mix of fighting as well as team coordination and other aspects. But again, finish the fight, then apply medical help to yourself and others. When in base, this is a new one. Shoulder your weapons. Do not fire. Have your weapon out. I will be making sections of the base where you can pull out your gun if you want to test shoot stuff, or possibly have a teleport station where it teleports you off base. But yeah, when you're in base, shoulder your weapons. Don't fire. Or have your weapon out at all. Same with grenades, smoke grenades, none of that. We want to keep it streamlined and keep it clean. So this is a new one next as well. Fill out the first squad before moving on to the second squad slots. So we will no longer be having set static designated squads like Phantom, Domino, or other groups. We will be having a more platoon flow-based squads. So there's going to be, once you spawn in, you will see something called first squad. And then there are different roles within that. And they're not set arsenals, but they're roles. You want to choose the role you want to pursue. So for example, there's 2 medic slots, 2 or 3 fire team lead slots, an engineer 2 slot, a marksman slot, an LMG slot, and then several rifleman slots. So you can choose from there what you want, but everyone needs to fill out that first squad as much as we can before second squad opens up. So that way, this will bring us more together as a platoon, as a group, and we won't have any, cliques forming like we had before. Next one, don't kill surrenderies or civilians. I will actually be getting a mod coded to track when that happens. So generally speaking, if I have civilians in the AO or surrenderies, it's for RP purposes or part of the op flow. So yeah, just don't do it. We'll be building into our standard operating procedure what to do with surrenderies, because we'll probably be dealing with a lot of them on probably almost every op with me, at least over the next while. So yep, we will be making sure that is taken care of. New radio channels, similar to before. 50 is going to be LR for command net between squads and high command. So high command, ground command, and squad leads will be on 50 for LR. Same with air. Air will all be on 50. I'm going to try that out because I think we can keep our radio discipline pretty good and chatter down. Then for first squad, it's going to be 100 is the base squad net, and then your alt channels will be 101, 102, 103, or vice versa. 101 is your main and 100 is your alt. So that way you can have, one ear. If, your fire team lead goes down, you can blast to the entire squad on your alt saying, hey, fire team lead's down, coming in. You can hear that important information. Then their SLs will be on 50 and 100, or their squad net, whatever, if it's 200, if it's second squad, and then periodically checking on their fire team nets if needed. Again, don't talk back to leaders. Valkyrie, going back to squads, Valkyrie will be staying the same. And other than that, yeah, we'll be operating more on a platoon level. Valkyrie will be focusing on logistics and medical evacuations, medical treatment, and transport, and probably not much of CAS for a while. They are going to be going, squad leads and fire team leads will have access to AI-controlled artillery, and that'll be your primary source of fire support. It'll be vanilla fire support. And so yeah, that'll be your main source of support and cast from there. Not cast, sorry. Fire support. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And I'll go over and train the fire team leads and squad leads on how to do that as well. I'll also be putting in some AI helicopter transports as backups in case Valk needs to leave or Valk is gone in every mission. And that way, fire team leads and squad leads can then, get called in and go back to base or go where they need to go if Valk happens to be gone. Ranks and roles are going to be in Discord as only admins or smithies. You can smithy and you'll ping all the admins. In game, you're going to have ground command, squad lead, and fire team leads. So they will probably be designated with some sort of in-game rank, like I think fire team lead will be sergeant, squad lead might be lieutenant, and ground command might be captain. I haven't decided yet, but that way you can see who is who. But you're not going to be calling them sergeant, corporal, or captain or whatever. It'll just be their name, or if you want to say, hey, where's squad lead or where's fire team lead? Just so you guys are aware of that change. I guess there's a couple of you watching. Any questions, concerns, comments before we end the info session? There's a delay on the stream, I just realized. I think it's about a 30-second delay. I'm not seeing anything in the stream chat. Oh, live chat. Okay. My whole YouTube was off. Okay, sorry, let me catch up on the chat, guys. I apologize. Okay, reopening wounds and stitching in the field. Yes, reopening wounds, stitching in the field is up for debate. I will probably turn on stitching, and then like we used to do in Vietnam before. So that can be there. Ghost, can I still designate fire teams and name them? Yes. Yes, you can. Yep, that'll be part of that. So there'll be fire team lead slots that will need to be filled each op, and they will need to be. You can name them, color them, do whatever you want. Sid, how many fire teams per squad? I think we make an Excel sheet that people fill up before the op. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, we can do that. That way you guys can see in advance. But most likely it'll be 2 to 3 fire teams per squad. I'm thinking 15, 3 fire teams of 5. Let's see the questions. I'm going down the chat. Sorry, it was on top chat and not live chat, so I apologize. Yeah, Ghost, you know how to run a squad with basic fire teams. Yeah, Phantom was already running with fire teams beforehand, so yeah, you should know how to do that. And then I think Raptor did that. But yeah, reopening wounds is so that we can get our back to base going evac system. I liked that. It paced the op very well. I think we're gonna do it for a couple ops, and if we hate it, we can go back to field packs. But I personally liked it while I was on the ground. Again, in that way, you're not. I prefer going back to base and having the group rearm there versus getting, supplies dropped into the field. We can do both for sure, but again, that's what I kind of prefer. That constant Vietnam flow, and that way Valk gets to stay in the action as well and get more action. Yeah, it's part of attrition. Yeah. Um, okay. Um, the just as a I don't know if this is really a question or not, but squad leads and fire team leads won't be static like they were last time. So there are going to be several people that are squad lead and fire team lead certified, and one op you might be a squad lead, the other op you might be a fire team lead, and the other might just be a regular rifleman. So let me actually go to those reacts so you guys can see that in the schedule. So we can probably, I'm going to see if I can get these changed to a more, clear emoji system. But yeah, the information we want to know now is if you're showing up at op start, and then if you want to be an SL or FTL, because you need to be showing up at op start to do that. So these are kind of the most pertinent information for us going forward now. So like I think as Ilemic, he signed up with he wants to be one of those. So the Zeus can then go and see who reacted with fire to each one to see if they want to be put in leadership. So Ilemic, if it was 9 people, then it'd be 2 FTLs and 1 SL with former total each, including fire teams FTLs. Yeah, so I think right now in the Vietnam op that I built, I have it built around 15 people. Not including the squad leads. It's 16 with the squad lead because the squad lead's going to bounce around whatever fire team they want to be in. So yeah, I'm debating whether it's going to be 15 or 10 with fire team lead and then 4 people in their squad. Fire team lead, 4 people in that fire team. Sid, Meyer, importantly, Preval, can LZ's medevac spots please be marked in purple on the map? Yes, yeah, purple is a good medevac and LZ marker. I agree with that. We're going to stick with our same color coding system before with smokes. So white is concealment, blue is marked friendly position, and purple is medevac. And then red is enemy. I will talk with the other Zeuses so we can get some consistency, but we'll try to get the AI to only use maybe green and white smoke, or maybe yellow and white, some color we're not using. That way it's clearly known who is who. So I like that. It's a good question. Any other questions, comments, concerns, anything you guys completely hate or disagree with right now? Or maybe you want tweaked. Again, I know there's a delay. I got to turn that off, but I know there's a delay, so I apologize. Oh, just reading Frosty, no squad, sad. Yeah, it is, end of an era. But I think it's something that I wanted to do from the beginning of KSA was to have us interchangeable in squads, and the old admins wanted to have more set squads with clicks. So I'm going back to the original idea of we're all a platoon, we're all a giant group, we're all friends. I think this will help, get some more loyalty, camaraderie, and help, make us all more friends. So, yeah, if there are no more questions for this stream, I will end it here. You guys are free to DM me or VC me in Discord. I'll probably hop in just hanging around if you guys have any questions you want to talk about separately, and then leave this up for people that missed it. I'm going to pause like 30 seconds just in case there's any last questions, and then I will exit the stream. And if you guys want to hop in hanging around, I'll meet you there. There are some parts which are super strict, like the enemy weapon. I don't know what that means. But I will be customizing the enemies like I have been in the past, and I'll teach the other Zeuses how to do that as well, so they can customize what the enemy weapons have and smokes have. Cool, it's been about 30 seconds. All right, I'll end the stream here, and I'll talk to you guys in chat. Thanks all. Oh, pickups. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Uniforms will be more coordinated. It will be a little bit less open than before, but only in the sense that everyone will be looking similar. It'll be a little bit less like, there's not going to be one person wearing black, one person wearing green, one person wearing tan. It's all going to be the same tan, camo pattern stuff. So